Like, comment, subscribe. Okay, well, let's say we are in the Northwest, Washington to be exact. I'm not going to tell you where because I've got a little bit to say about this crappy ass TA over here, and I don't want you super trucker TA lovers to come murder me in my sleep. So I'm not going to tell you where I'm at. Anyways, it started off with going in and getting a shower. Well, it's a little crappy TA. I will say this, John and I were here a couple years ago, I guess it is now, and we did a 34 here while waiting to deliver. We probably were delivering in the same place that we're delivering. But anyways, God, the shower, not only my shower, but Melissa's shower, both the water trickled out. You know, it took you an hour to wash yourself because you had to keep filling up your washcloth to make a shower out of it. But that's not even what this bitch is about. This bitch is about coming up here to Washington. We stop in Oregon. $15 an hour is on the McDonald's in the truck stop. Now hiring, starting at $15 an hour. And then right next to that it says, come join us for a great, and start your career. When did McDonald's become a career? That's what I want to know. Who here in the audience, raise your hand, put your comments down there and tell me. Which one of you guys grew up going, I want a career at McDonald's? Because I'll tell you what, the ocean, if you keep walking west, you walk right in the ocean and start your career as a fish. A career at McDonald's, $15 an hour.
Tell them how the service was.
So, you know, the lady could barely understand me because we're between the plastic barrier and she's got 15 masks on and, you know, all this nonsense. Everybody in there's masked up like the end of the world is here. And so I tell her, hey, you know what? Can I get a number 2B and a number 3? So she goes, okay. I said, that's so I want a quarter pounder with cheese is the 2B, and then I want a double quarter pounder, number 3. Okay. Well, I'm watching and I could see, you know, 10.19 hits on the register and then 10.19 hits again. Well, I know mine was like 50 cents more. So I'm like, ma'am, did you get two, you know, that, oh, yeah. I said, really? Can you check? Because it looks like you only got 2 singles on there. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Let me fix that. So $15 an hour and you can't even get her to do her job right. But people make mistakes, so we'll let them that. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe it was the fact she can't hear me through all that plastic barrier. Because, you know, COVID is gets stopped by that plastic and by these masks, but yet, you know, everyone's getting it. Anyway, so, all right, so I let that go. I ate my sandwich, which sucked. It was lousy. The fries were overcooked, which sucks because McDonald's fries are the best, except at that place. So whatever. This was lunchtime early this morning, and we get to the TA, we get showers and everything. We're like, you know what? Let's go have a sit-down meal. So we go over to the, whatever, the cafe, Country Pride, I think it is at TA's. Nope, they're out of business. Sorry, we're out of business. We can't take it. COVID just killed us because nobody wants to work. And so there's a little Popeye's chicken here. We go in there and we order a 2-piece chicken meal. Melissa gets a 2-piece, I get a 2-piece. $13.49 a piece for a 2-piece chicken meal. That ain't right. I mean, I haven't went to Popeyes in a while, but is that what you're paying at Popeyes for 2-piece? A wing and a thigh. So basically you're getting 1 piece of chicken because the wing had nothing on it. For $13.50. I used to get, back in the day in California, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, I used to go in there on Tuesdays or Thursdays and you'd get a thigh and a leg for $1.79. It was a special they used to run. Granted, if you got the meal, it was like $8 or something, like everywhere else. But $13.50, they had a 16-piece chicken meal, which 16 pieces of chicken, and it comes with 2 sides. It was $47 and change for a 16-piece chicken. Yeah, get me to hell. Now I know why I don't come out west anymore. I mean, they've lost their goddamn mind out here. I mean, is the fucking air just, eating all the nuts and berries out here, making them crazy? I mean, come on, people, eat some damn meat. Maybe that's why they're charging so much for it, is they're all vegans out here and they don't want you to eat meat. So they're like, well, if they're going to eat meat, we're going to surcharge their ass. Is that what's going on? I mean, maybe I should go shake some trees and get some of the tree huggers to fall out and ask them. I mean, that's on freaking real. I mean, what are you guys, nuts? Oh, excuse me. And berries? Not all of you now. I don't want to hear none of this. David, you hurt my feelings because I live out west and I don't hug trees and eat nuts and berries. Not all of you are nut and berry tree huggers. Not all of you. You know who you are. The ones that are sitting here right now going, $13.50 for a meal, that's fine because we got to pay our chicken employees. They need to make a living wage at $15 an hour because, slinging turkey and chicken is a career. So let me ask you this, you $15 an hour chicken slinger. You can't even afford to eat where you work because it's too damn expensive, because you need to make $20 an hour to be able to afford to eat in that chicken place. So when are you going to ask for $20 an hour? Because then it's just going to go up and up and up, and it ain't going to make a damn lick of the difference. I don't know. In all honesty, it does get worse as you go out west. I did see a McDonald's. I want to say it was on a turnpike, the 44, over in Oklahoma City or Oklahoma. I don't know if it was Oklahoma City, and it might not even been in Oklahoma, but I remember it was in a service plaza. Was it in a service plaza?
What?
That's rhetorical, babe. But it was a Big Mac meal for almost $14. It was $13 and change for a quarter pounder and cheese meal at a McDonald's, which was I was just like, wow, man, when did they get that? No, where the hell was that? I remember thinking, was that in California or Arizona? I'm not sure where that was, but I know it was off the 40. So it was either off the 40 or it was off the 44. I can't remember which, but at the time I just thought rip-off thieving. Well, we got to pay him $15 an hour to, sling burgers. And the one, you guys that are sitting going, well, David, you got to be able to make a living. Yeah, you do. But being a cashier at McDonald's or flipping burgers at McDonald's was not meant to be a career. It was not meant for you to make a living wage. It was meant for you to learn how to become an employee. High school kids, so on and so forth, were getting these kind of jobs. Now, I know there's a billion fast food restaurants now, but you know what? If you're working at a fast food restaurant, that is a job you do till you get the job you need to get. Hey, I'm a freaking I don't know. I'm a warehouse forklift driver. There is no positions in this area I just moved to, so let me work at McDonald's. I'll do that. Just make a living wage, or just make, so I can survive until I can get back into the job I do that I make my money. I don't know if that's a good example, but you know what I'm trying to say. I don't think McDonald's is ever supposed to be a career. If you worked at McDonald's, you need roommates to survive. You're not supposed to have 3, 4, 5 kids and work at McDonald's and be able to afford that. I don't think that's what those type of jobs were meant for. And everybody who wants people to be able to raise a family working at a McDonald's or working at a Jack in the Box or so on and so forth, I think you're wrong. I think you're hurting the country by doing all that. Now, don't get me wrong. I want everybody to be able to make a living wage. I'm not saying that, hey, it's a lowly job, you don't deserve the money. It's a job that if you overpay people for, one, they're going to get rid of the job and put in robots like they're doing. You got the kiosks. And two, the price is going to go up, which hurts the people that need that living wage in the first place. This is where I think people don't understand, and I've asked people about this on both sides of the fence, and I get answers like, well, it's good they get that, and you know, and I you know, they need that living wage. And I said, well, but if you raise that, it raises everything. Doesn't that cause them to not get that living wage again? And the answers I get from oh, but you know, you're talking about inflation, and inflation doesn't rise as fast as the minimum wage. No, bullshit. I can see it now. I see it. I see prices of everything has gone up. Everything. So, I don't know. I didn't mean to make this a big rant. I'm not trying to bash on people trying to make a living. Everybody should be able to make a living. You just need to, you know, get a job that has a, you know, is designed for you to make a living. I just don't think a cashier at McDonald's or flipping hamburgers is that job that you're supposed to be able to raise a family off of. Yeah, one person living yourself, yeah, you probably do it, but you know, you got kids at home and a wife at home. If she ain't working too, I don't think flipping burgers are ever supposed to be a way to make a living for a family. But I'm just irritated because of the prices of food I've been seeing lately, and the fact that restaurants are closed because people don't want to work, or even some of them are just like, well, hey man, I can only afford to have one person here because it costs so much, so you know, they can't do it all. But anyways, didn't mean to be a bitch, but I bitched, didn't I? You guys have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe. We got a Facebook page, David H, Melissa H, husband and wife trucking across America, and I'm out.